was in Chicago. I can't remember why. Maybe it was a convention, maybe it was a conference, or maybe I was just changing planes. After all, why does anybody go to Chicago? It's more of a place you pass through than a place you stay. Unless, of course, you're steerbound for the slaughterhouse, in which case, Chicago is pretty much your last stop.
I give you Chicago. It's not London and Harvard. It's not Paris and buttermilk. It is American and every chiseling spare rib. It's alive from snap to tail. H.L. Mencken. Well, maybe not so alive after that trip to the slaughterhouse. Carry on.
Anyways, all I could remember was the wind. The damned wind, the hawk, they call it. Some say it's because when the wind comes howling off Lake Michigan, it sounds like a hawk, screeching and wailing as it dives in for the kill. Others say it just stands for howling ass wind kills. Either one works.
The baseball player Ralph Kiner used to say, you know what they say about Chicago? If you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes.
Yeah, if that's the case, how come it's always so windy?
I think that's how Chicago got started. A bunch of people from New York said, gee, I like the crime and the poverty, but it's not cold enough. Let's go west. Richard Genie.
Anyways, all I know is I'm walking down the street, just looking for a bar, someplace to get out of the wind, when this newspaper blows by and smacks me upside the head. Almost. Problem was, the things were slippery. What the? Not just the loose sheets either. The whole newspaper. That's how strong this wind was. Thing must have weighed a ton, like one of those old-timey newspapers before everything went online. Who even reads a newspaper nowadays?
You forgot your newspaper, mister.
What? Oh, that's not mine.
It is now. That'll be $1.50.
What? I don't want to buy it.
You had it in your hand.
I was just throwing it away.
Then you were littering.
I was already thrown away. It's just the wind.
I never saw any wind. I just saw you littering.
Oh, good grief.
I'd hate to have to turn you in, mister. Fortunately, I'm authorized to collect fines for littering.
And how much are they?
$1.50.
Sounds like I just bought a newspaper.
I guess so.
Here.
Sorry, you don't have any change. Thanks for the tip.
I think I just got shaken down for a newspaper. By a kid.
Chicago is unique. It's the only completely corrupt city in America. Charles Merriam.
Who?
Ran for mayor once, lost.
Oh, never heard of him.
He didn't do well with a key constituency.
And which one was that?
The deceased.
They say in the cemeteries on election eve, you can still hear the Irish talking about how they're going to turn out to vote for Kennedy.
And not just the Irish.
The Poles,
The Italians.
the Germans, the Jews, and all those other Eastern Europeans from countries we can't keep track of. We all have D after our name. That's why we always make sure to vote on election day.
D for Democrat.
D for dead!
Okay, that was weird. It must be the wind. Everything here's the wind. It gets in your head and plays tricks on your mind. So anyways, I finally find this little place and step inside. As soon as I did, my eyes misted over like one of those fogs rolling in off Lake Michigan. At first, all I could do was hear it. The sound of a boogie-woogie piano. Half blues, half jazz, half something else entirely. And then, as the mist turned to smoke, and the smoke turned to air, cool, clean Midwestern air, I could see it. There at the piano, stamping out the rhythm on the keys, was a goat. A really goat. He just smiled at me, nodded, and kept right on playing, like he didn't have a care in the world.
What can I get you, pal? Beer, whiskey, bathtub gin?
Is that a goat playing piano?
What's the matter, buddy? You got something against goats?
No, it's not that. It's just
It's just what?
I've never seen a goat play piano before.
Ever seen a gangster play a violin? After all, we all carry violin cases.
You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm just visiting.
Let me offer you a piece of advice. Whatever you do, don't mess with the goat.
All right, I promise I won't.
That goat, he's welcome anywhere. At least on the north side.
The north side, right.
Mess with the goat, and they're liable to put a curse on you. And believe me, you don't want a curse. Not Not in this city.
If you feel like telling a fella to go to hell, tell him to go to Chicago instead. It'll serve every purpose, and it's perhaps a little more expensive. Mark Twain.
Right, no curses, but how's he
play piano, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, the hooves. So you have a go.
He's here every night. Daytime's at the ballpark.
That is if they'll let him in. Some people don't take too well to his kind.
And no, he doesn't take requests either. One time, he played the same song for 108 years straight.
108 years? How is that possible?
It's Chicago. Everything is possible.
Especially if there's money involved.
And in Chicago, there's money involved in everything.
Tell me about it. I just had some smart-mouthed little kid rip me off in the street for a newspaper. Didn't even want the damn thing.
That's my boy.
Wait, you know him?
You were lucky then.
Why's that?
Chicago was a city where no one could forget how the money was made. It was paid to clean up the floors, still slick with blood. Norman Mailer.
I see.
So, can I get you a drink, or do I need to charge you for sitting on a bar stool?
Oh, right. Sorry, I was just distracted.
I'm going to St. Petersburg, Florida tomorrow. Let the good citizens of Chicago get their liquor the best they can. I'm sick of the job. It's a thankless one and full of grief. I've spent the best years of my life as a public benefactor. You know who said that one?
Only one of the greatest Chicagoans of all time.
Al Capone!
Right. At this point, I figured it'd be best for me just to keep my head down, finish my drink, warm up my insides, and then breathe my way back to my hotel. Clearly, this was not exactly the best part of town.
You do realize we can still hear you talking, right?
What do you mean it ain't the best part of town? You got something against this side of Chicago?
No, it's not that. It's just
It's just what?
I struck a city, a real city. They call it Chicago. I immediately desire never to see it again. It is inhabited by savages. Richard Genie.
Savages. I'm wearing a suit. But if you don't like it, I'll get you a new pair of shoes. I hear there's a new line of fashion in town this year. Cement.
I really do think I ought to get out of here. Now.
Oh, you can't leave yet.
Yeah, you can't leave yet.
Why not?
Because you haven't met the girls.
The girls? What girls?
Well, just the one girl. Times have been a little hard this year.
Hello, boys.
A cow?
It is the most perfect presentation of 19th century individualistic industrialism I have ever seen. Chicago is one horse grind for discipline. H.G. Wells.
She's not a horse, she's a cow.
Different meaning of words.
You're not talking bad about a woman, are you?
Nelson Algren once wrote, loving Chicago is like loving a woman with a broken nose.
She's not a woman with a broken nose, she's a cow. An actual cow from the stockyards.
Got a light?
Sure. Here.
Thanks.
That's odd. I don't smoke.
I do. The name's O'Leary, but you can call me Kate. I'd ask you to dance, but I might trip over my own feet. So what do you say we just roll around in the hay?
Right, this is seriously weird, right? I mean, I'm not one to normally turn down the advances of a woman, except she's not a woman, she's a cow. I don't care if she's dressed like a woman. And that's when I get this real, strong, throbbing headache. Not one of those, not tonight, dear, headaches, but a headache like you've just been hit in the head with a steel beam headache. And suddenly, everything starts spinning round and round, and then it all goes black. And I'm sitting there, in the middle of this dark street with this newspaper beside me, and a knot on the side of my head. Wait, this is just too weird. And that's when I noticed two things. The first was that the wind had stopped. The other was the headline. Dewey defeats Truman. Wait, was that? No, it couldn't be. Or could it?
One of the hallmarks of Chicago is that we do everything in an original manner. What other cities made a river flow backwards? What other cities made traffic flow backwards? Like Royco.